coming back at you from the Inside Connection podcast studios and back with our series of Meet Our Experts. And today I am joined by my friend Logan Pastoria, one of the newbies here. However, still have a plethora of experience that we're going to talk about in a moment. But before we get to all that, Logan, thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely, Sean. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Without a doubt. And, as we get started here, I want to allow our audience to get to know you a little bit better. So tell us a little bit about your backstory. I know you have a little bit of a military background and, you're from the eastern suburbs of Pittsburgh. So talk a little bit about your upbringing and how you come to MediConnect.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hi, everyone. My name's Logan Pastoria. I'm from Harrison City, Pennsylvania. Grew up in the Penn Trafford area and just really enjoyed that community growing up there. I joined the Marine Corps Reserves right out of high school, and I learned a lot from that experience. It's taught me a lot of life skills, people skills, and a lot of discipline and how to overcome some challenges and different things like that. So, but really just growing up in that community, getting well traversed in that area. And yeah, I've been in the insurance field for a few years now, and I've enjoyed every second of it. And it's a forever learning experience. And the place that I'm in right now is the best possible place to be in that learning experience. So I would, I'm just very appreciative of everything there.
We'll talk a little about that. Talking about being here specifically at MediConnect, I know you have an interesting backstory of how it come to be. So allow our audience to know a little bit more about that. I know that you're close with Mark Clark, one of our associate managers. So go from there.
Yes, absolutely. So I've known Mark since I was a little tadpole. So we go way back. He's a lifelong friend, family friend. My dad was looking for a job at the time. He talked to my dad and said, "Hey, would you be interested in the possible Medicare insurance field?" And he said, "No, but my son might." So Mark, we sat down at Chick-fil-A and just talked over some things. And ever since then, it's been history, and I've loved every step of the way. So he's really taken me under his wing. Same with you, Sean, and I've just been it's just been such a blessing to be in the position that I've seen myself fall into. And any success, any wins that I've had here is a direct correlation of people investing into me, like yourself, Sean, Mark, our other manager, Lauren, other agents. It's just really such a good community to be around, and we just help each other grow. We celebrate our wins, and it's just such a healthy environment to be in, and it's such a blessing. So.
And you're a big part of that environment, honestly. Everyone rallies around you as well. So this is one of my favorite parts of the interview where we talk about that one experience, that client that kind of stands above the rest to let you know that you're in the right position. This is your calling. So talk a little bit about the one story that has left a huge impact on you when it comes to the advice that you were able to provide.
Yes. So I had one of my clients, it was about 4 months ago. I sat down with her, and I could tell already when, walking through the door, she was a little bit shaky and hurting and a little bit sad. So we did the appointment. I started running her medications, seeing, what those look like on Medicare. And this was all for her husband, who unfortunately had cancer, and it was pretty bad. So, and that was the reason, come to find out that, obviously she was a little bit distraught by that. So, running her medications, just halfway through the appointment, she just starts breaking down crying. And I'm one to be known for a little bit emotional. I could be a tearjerker and crier. So, I started tearing up a little bit too, but, just right then and there, I just put my hand on her arm and I said, "Hey, it's okay. And I'm here to see if we can help you." And, ultimately, I think I could speak for everyone that on the MediConnect team that at the end of the day, that's really why we're here. We're trying to help people and see if there's any way that we can put them on an insurance plan that's going to benefit them in the long run. So we were able to look at a Medicare supplement plan for her husband and put him on a very good plan that would ultimately save them a lot of money in the long run for him. So just that right there, I'm just reaching out and being a helping hand for her it was such a blessing to be in that position for her and be the person that she would need for her husband at that time. So that was a great experience for.
And that speaks a
So
lot to your background as a whole,
mm,
because I think, despite your youth, you are so impassioned by the fact that you're out in the community a lot. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, you're involved in a lot of different organizations to help enrich people's lives. So I'm really interested
yes.
to hear more.
Yes, absolutely. So there's a couple different charity organizations and nonprofits that I've kind of worked alongside with and met some people in that field, and have the opportunity to kind of help some people along that way. I've helped move some furniture into a senior living facility that someone was just moving into. That was a great opportunity to be a part of, and really just kind of partnering with those organizations, seeing how MetaConnect on our side can help them, and just really bring a firm foundation up on that foundation of the charitable organizations and different nonprofits. So that's again another blessing to be a part of, and just to see that grow and see the meaningful work we can do in the community there. That's such a great thing to be a part of. So.
As we wrap up this episode of Meet Our Experts, talk a little bit about what you're most excited about looking ahead, whether it be personally or as the company continues to grow. What is it that has you most excited?
I think, again, the story I just described, just seeing the more and more we grow, the more and more I'll have opportunities to help people and make a real difference in their lives. Every other agent here will have that same opportunity. So that's just something that I'm super ecstatic for and just can't wait to see. So.
Well, Logan, as our time comes to an end, I do want to thank you once again for your time today to get to know you and our audience to get acclimated with you. So if you have questions, concerns, or you need a little bit of help, Logan's information is on the front screen here. He'd be more than happy to walk you through whatever your situation may be. And thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Sean.